same time. So if you're on either one of mine, you will see this live. Do I do this often? No, I do not. But I am doing this because I was not live yesterday. I'm sick. So I apologize. My podcast wasn't live. Anybody that's watching me, I know this is a very odd time to watch, but you may want to watch some of these predictions. Now, I am a prediction person. I am not perfect, but please look at my past predictions, because I would say there's a 90% accuracy. They're not coming from me. I'm channeling. I honestly I'm not even sure who I'm channeling. I've got guides and things. I actually had one time somebody told me that somebody like a saint is channeling. I don't know. I'm not Catholic. But anyway, I need to go over this with you guys because this is important stuff. Okay. Hi guys. Hi Mike. Okay. So if any of you guys are watching this, I'm going over some of my predictions. Also, by the way, I have added some new services. So if you guys have a question, I'm going to let you guys do it at one question tonight. But if you have you need a certain thing concentrated on, I've got specialties where it's like $25 or $30 or something like that for like 15 minutes. But I'm on sale right now for an 18% offer, 20% offer. Well, anyway, so book up with me because I've got all week available. So I've been home and I've been sick. So that's why you haven't seen me much. But I'm getting better. I have that cold that's going around. There's like this nasty flu-y type cold. It's not COVID, but it's a flu-like thing. So anyway, I'm going to get down to this, and I'm very serious when I am coming to you. So I want you to be careful. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, hi, Jen. She calls me mama. Okay, because most of my followers are in their 20s, which I'm 54, so I would be your mom. So a lot of people think of me as their aunt or their mom, and that's okay because that's kind of like the guide that I am. But I want to hi Ace, hi guys. Sorry I wasn't on my podcast yesterday. Kent is up celebrating a birthday, and there was nobody in the studio, and I was sick. I've had a little minor temperature. I'm a little better now, but I'm online at an odd time because I got all this last night. Okay, so book with me if you want since I'm 20, like pretty much 20% off. Okay, so I've got lots of time slots open. Okay, right now, because I just opened them up. I just did it just now. So with that said, I'm going to get on with this because I need to do there's financial crap going on. We all know it. And I predicted that I said I didn't think that we would have a severe recession. There's something else going on. I know quite a bit about finance. I know you guys know that my specialty is finance and career. I do concentrate on love. I do that. I've predicted and been invited to weddings, but there's something going on. And I know that because I know that everybody's been talking about this, and then it died down a little. Buy gold and silver. Buy gold. I just bought my own silver ingots. You can go to a company, buy them, and get a safety deposit box or a safe. I don't know why I even say it. Please do that. If I do it because they're telling me to do it, then do it. Now, there's strange stuff because I'm going to tell you something. I know who's going to win the NBA championship. I predict the Bucks is what they told me. But now wait, now that I said it, and if I bet on it, I would win. So it's the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm in Wisconsin, so that's why I care. But anyway, getting back to this, the financial warnings. I've got a little bit. Where's my abundance? Yeah, I know. They can't afford me. Marissa. Oh, hi, Marissa. I did buy gold for the last kid's birthday this week. You told me, and I did. Marissa, yes, buy gold and silver again. It's coming around again. I don't know if you guys know, but I basically was robbed like about a couple months ago. I had a contractor in here replacing windows, and my wedding rings are gone. And I cried and I cried. And it wasn't even that expensive of a ring. It was the fact that they had the nerve to do that. And I should have been watching better. And it's my own fault, I guess. But when I was standing there talking to people, looking at pawn shops, going to pawn shops, looking for my ring, they said, yeah, gold just went up again. And I go, yeah, shouldn't we be buying gold and silver? Because that's what I've been telling everybody. And they said, you better buy it now. So you guys, so take that as a yes. Okay. Do I support BLM? I do. I think that people, the BLM, very much, yes. I'm not a bleeding heart liberal, but I'm pretty damn close. There's certain things I'm moderate. I do, like I said, I live out in the country and I do have a gun because we have coyotes and we have rats. I mean, we have things out here that where I'm so rural. There has been coyotes that my cat nearly got killed by a coyote. So I'm kind of consider myself moderate, maybe a little, but the BLM, Black lives do matter. And I think people miss the point of the fact that, well, all lives matter. Yes, they do. But you have to understand they always have. And that's why they call it Black Lives Matter, because they do too. That's all that people are trying to get across. I think it's gotten out of proportion. That, because remember, I wrote a book, Just Shades of Brown. You can buy that at Barnes and Nobles, by the way. But yeah, so back to what we're doing. So I'm going to go on here and, oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I know. Anyway, after talking, and then I did meditation last night, and I get them in my sleep, in my dreams. So I usually do this during my podcast, and you guys know I will come up with predictions and include them into my podcast. Well, I'm going to put these in here. Now, next week, I'm going to be doing a special. So be watching me next Saturday on here at 9:30 a.m. Central. That's Central on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and 216thenet.com. I have, between all of you guys, I got 1 million people watching me on Saturday mornings. So, but on how to avoid attachments, I don't know if you saw my most recent video, but I've got something that's got a nasty, nasty attachment. And I haven't decided exactly. I told him I wanted him to see if he could get rid of it himself, because I feel like he's at this point playing with me. Watch the video. I feel like there's some games going on and that he's enjoying it and that he's not completely, ooh, holy shit, there's an orb. See if you see an orb. You guys see if you see an orb fly by. I just saw one and I don't know who it is. Anyway, sometimes you guys have watched my videos, you see orbs fly all over the place. They just do. Anyway, how's the dog? The dog is doing good, or do you mean the cat? My cat's doing great. He'll always have a slight limp. So now he's been retired. I might have to find a new barn cat because I have mice in my barn. So, but he's doing okay. Thank God. You guys have no idea what I went through with him. I just was hysterical. So it's been a mess. So anyway, so let me get back to my things. People are already asking me questions. Okay, so let me get back to my predictions, and then I'll give you 15 minutes. Make sure you book something with me. I'm cheap right now. I'm $55 for a half an hour, $90 for an hour, because they get cheaper and cheaper per hour. And then I think it's $25 or $30 for one question. So that's a good deal. I'm also offering classes soon. So they'll be on Teachable, and I have a link that'll be on my website. I just haven't done it yet. So, okay. Hey, hi, Desiree. Hi, guys. Okay. Blessings. Hi, Deborah. Good. Hold on, you guys. You're asking me questions. All right. So hold on. All right. So let me do this because let me do all of this financial warning stuff. I'm telling you, the dollar bill in the next couple of years will be worthless. And I'm talking paper money. I predicted this in 2020. When the COVID came out, I got that really super strong. And I know that it's still coming. Now, I also want to tell you guys, I want you to be very careful of cryptocurrency. I feel it's a type of scam that's controlled by billionaires. I actually bought it myself for a little while and lost money in it and got rid of it. I want you to be very careful with crypto. Everybody's talking about cryptocurrency. It's the wave of the future, and I don't think so. When you think about this logically, now, this is logic, not just not just me talking, not just me as a psychic, but I'm also good with finance. And I understand that if you've got a handful of the 1%ers controlling a currency, I want you to think about if you should be, they're controlling it. Think about that. Just think about that. Okay. That's all I have to say. All right. So now here's some major things that are going on in the next couple months. Hi, Summer. Okay. So, there's something to do with, let's see, cars, housing, gold and silver, cars. Listen to this. This is absolutely true. My hair's sticking up. The car market's going to fall apart. Okay, now this is not just me being a psychic, but I kind of knew it before this all happened. But think about it logically. Okay, so we've got backup. There's no cars available. The 2021s are going to be coming out. They have to have their parts. When the parts finally do come in, there's going to be a flood on the market of 21s, right? And they're going to have to be rock bottom prices because the 2022s are coming out, right? So think about this. So the used car market that's been doing so well is going to plummet. The new market's going to plummet as they're trying to get the 2022s. Nobody's going to buy those because they're going to buy the 2021s. The market's going to take a hit big time. If you guys can wait and need a car and get a good deal, wait about 9 months. Okay. That is something that is logical, but I knew something was up. I kept saying, if you look back at one of my podcasts, I kept saying there's something about the Suez Canal. And I kept saying, and I said, I don't understand. Back in April, and I said there was something about a canal. I kept seeing a canal. And I said something in Egypt. It was like Egypt, or it was something. So be looking at that. Look back at my predictions from the past. Kent has on a board on the podcast station. And when they're right, he crosses them off. And so far I haven't missed any. The only one I missed is I said we'd have a very, very wet spring. No, we have a very, very wet summer. So I was off by a season. So anyway, so let's get back to this. Okay. Oh, Summer says you saved me from buying lemon. Good. Okay. Marissa, she needs a car to go back to college. Just be careful. I'm just telling you that the market's going to fall and you're going to get great deals in about 6 months. So if you guys can wait and do that. Okay. All right. So here we go. Out west going on, and it's not California. There's major fires. And I don't know if it's Montana. I know Utah's mostly rocks, but there's trees. Nevada, Utah, or Montana. And I know there's some fire out there now, but I'm talking major, and it has something to do with a windstorm. So I'm not sure what that all means, but I'm telling everybody that's out west in the United States, be very, very careful. I don't understand what that means, but I know that there's already some fires out there, but this is bigger than any of it, and it's coming. And I want you to please be careful. Okay. 2 volcanic eruptions in the next year. One is in Europe. One is in North America somewhere. So it could be, they keep saying that the Wyoming, that the Yellowstone's going to blow. I don't know. I kind of want to lean towards Washington. Okay. So, all right. I'm just telling you guys. All right. What else? The housing market is the bubbles burst. You guys do know the bubbles burst. Now, Kent, my podcast person, is also, who's my producer. He's the voice in the background. He is actually, I know him because he's a financier. He does mortgages. He's a mortgage financier. And that's how I know him. And he told me the bubble burst, and just like I predicted in June. And if you look back in my podcast, you'll see I predicted that. What's going on now is these realtors are coming in and appraising them too high, and then they can't get the mortgages worth that. So there's a big disparity, and people have stopped buying. The houses are not going, and soon the prices are going to plummet. Also, the housing, how many people haven't paid their mortgages? It's record numbers. So hold on, hold your horses if you're going to buy a house also. My children are in the process of buying houses, and I told them to wait. And they have been waiting, and they're starting to reap the benefit because you'll get good deals. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Now, here's an interesting thing. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this. Desiree, please be careful out in near Washington. I don't know why. Hi, Patrice, you're a realtor. Do you understand what I'm talking about? People, I don't know how are selling like they're selling like hotcakes. I know in Florida, but for twice as much. But what's going on is it's already happened here in Chicago area, where they're overpriced and people and the mortgage lenders come back and say, we're not going to give you all that money. So then the person buying the house has to come up with $10,000 or $20,000 extra that they don't have in equity. So that's what's going on. It started here. So be watching for other places. Okay. All right. When's a good time to buy the house? I would say about everything is going to be great for us ordinary people in 6 to 9 months. That's all I know. That's all I can say. Around the end of the year, I don't know why. That's what they had told me, and that makes sense to me also financially. Okay. So, all right. Now, I live near the Great Lakes. I am an hour away from Lake Michigan, exactly halfway between the Mississippi River and Lake Michigan. There's a tree down the road. They call it halfway tree. That's halfway between. They're 500 feet off. The Native Americans planted it, and it's like 200-year-old tree, and it's planted halfway between. It's pretty close, 500 feet. But this is a safe place to be when the weathers change. I'm telling you now. There is an older book. I have a friend. She's older. She's in her 70s now. God rest her soul. She's got Alzheimer's. She's on her way out. Miss her a lot so far. She's gone. She's not there anymore. Her heart is beating. Anyway, and she had read a book from the 70s that predicted the safest places to be would be about around the Great Lakes within an hour distance because the water levels are rising. But that would be, and the temperatures would be moderate and stable. Well, what's it been my whole summer? 84 degrees, 82 degrees. It's never been hot. It was hot in June. It was like 96 degrees 3 or 4 days, which is really horrible for us. But now it's normal again. So I'm just making that statement I read this book about future events that someone else had predicted. And there is an extremely high number of psychics here, by the way. A lot of people don't realize it. Wisconsin, I don't know. There's just some type of energy here. Anyway, so I thought I would mention that. But okay. Let me read some of my things here. I'm trying to watch you guys at the same time. All right. Oh, what about the housing market? That's what I'm talking about, the housing market. Oh, Arizona's there. Arizona's burning. Yeah. Maybe it's northern Arizona that I see, but it felt more like more like Idaho or Montana. It's bad. It's really bad, you guys. So, all right. Paying a lot higher than the norm, fighting for their offers to be accepted. Yeah. Oh no, I know. Hi, Shin. Okay. It's bad. It's just, all I know is that one more time about the housing market. So you go out and you buy. Now here, I can buy a really nice house for $100,000. Okay. Not my house. I have acreage, so it's a lot more than that. But if you could buy a nice starter house for about $100,000 to $120,000, 2 to 3 bedrooms, nicely kept. Now it can appraise at 120. You go, you make your offer, you get your bid, you seal your bid, and then the mortgage lenders come back and say, nope, we're only giving it's only worth 110. Now you have to come up with $10,000 more. That is what is going on. If you do not believe, at least that's in Chicago. Now, remember that the Cosmo of the United States is in the center of the country. So you pay attention to Chicago, to the Midwest, because it ends up spreading out. I want you guys to pay attention to that. But that is what's going on. I want you to know that, all right? So back to what I was talking about. Some of the things that are happening within the next, up to 30 years. There is a huge reduction in population. I don't want to scare anybody, and I'm not sure why, but we're going from 8 billion people down to 5.5 because that is sustainable for the planet. Right now, we're out of balance because we have too many people and not enough sustainability. Okay, that is exactly what's going on. I just repeat what they tell me. That's going to happen in the next 30 years. I want to say people aren't having any children either. There's a combination of a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So not necessarily that there's this horrible deluge we are going through a climate change though. And there always is a decrease in population when the climate changes if you look at history. So, okay. For my any little house, you can't even buy a garage in New York for under 110K. Yeah, you know what, you guys? The new strain that's coming. By the way, I feel we're going into some type of lockdown in October or November. Now, I don't know if it's. I think it might be the schools, but something's coming because of the strain. I'm going to say that also, and I'm putting that out there. Now, TikTok does not keep this, but you on YouTube does. So this will be saved till you can look back at this. There is some type of, I think it may be the schools because the kids are going to start getting really sick. Okay. Now, because they haven't had their shots and things, I'm not sure, but I do want to say that. Okay. In the next 3 to 5 years, there's a lot of places are going to have clean water shortages. Okay. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be hard. We're going to have to make it through this, let's see. I've got cryptocurrency, safety of the Great Lakes, windstorm, volcanic eruptions. Got it. Financial warnings there. That was really all I had. That's what I got. Now, this is an interesting thing. I also talk to other psychics, and you guys know that. All my friends are psychics. I don't mind talking to other people. I'm never intimidated, or I never try to intimidate others. And somebody said that I'm talking to like a Catholic deity of some sort, like somebody's been canonized who's a saint. And I know what they look like, and they do wear blue. And somebody says it might be Joan of Arc. I'm like, I don't know. She wears blue. She wears a blue coat. Maybe it's Mother Mary. I don't know. But that's who's coming and telling me these answers. And you can see that I'm at 90% or more accuracy. So please don't think that I'm bragging, because it's not me. I'm just repeating what they're saying. Okay. So down and dirty. You got any questions? I've got 15 minutes with you. Please make sure you guys make a schedule for me, please. I am in the process of retiring, and I have to have an income. So to pay my bills, take care of all my rescue animals. And by the way, on TikTok, the person that chose the name of my miniature goat was Chip. I really like the name Chocolate Chip. So Chip, because I always choose Disney names. You want a free reading? I will look up your name, and I know who I think sent it. So, okay. So if you're getting a message because you want a free reading, it will be from me, and it'll always be from Enchanted Skye. So that way you don't get taken. Okay. All right. So let's go. All right. So let's see. Do you recommend getting, wait. Do you recommend getting the vaccine? Personally, I've gotten it. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I know people, I'm not trying to scare anybody. My husband had a seizure from the first one. Also, I know some people who have died from taking it, but I took it because I know at some point they're not going to let you go unless you got it. And so I knew that I needed it as a school teacher, that they were really going to pressure me, because that's my day job for now. But I'm retiring soon. I'm going to go back for about 3 months and I'm done. But anyway, yeah, I recommend getting it just because with this Delta, I know somebody again on a ventilator right now, and I've watched several people die. I guess it's worth the risk overall. So I recommend it. That's me. But it's up to you. I have friends that refuse to take it, and I'm okay with that. That's your decision, but that's me. Okay. Do the water shortages have something to do with the infrastructure as well? No, there's just a lack of clean water, Jimmy. There's just a lack of clean water. I have this sneaking suspicion that it's somehow polluted somehow by fires and stuff. There's something going, maybe it's all becoming the fresh waters. It's just a lack of fresh water. I'm not sure. It's more than that. Okay. So, all right. That was a good question though. All right. Oh, who asked this? Asked by Manber Scott. Will your new serialized fiction be popular? Yes. Is it like Star Trek-ish? Because if it's Star Trek-ish, it's right, because it feels that's what I'm seeing. So, okay. All right. How how about, okay, I've got a question here. Sammy, be more specific. How about my kids, my teens? I'm unsure about what. I don't understand what your question is, okay? Yes, your grandmother died from COVID. I've lost 5 people. One of my guides was my massage therapist, who was 37 years old. She left an 8 and 11-year-old. And it's real. Anybody that says it's real, I just want to slap them and choke them, because I've watched people die. And I had it. If you've been watching me all along, the day after Christmas, I had an orb. I'm not kidding you. Watch the video. The 26th of December, there was an orb sitting. I had COVID, and I knew I was coming down with a little bit of a cold, but I didn't know in 3 weeks. I mean, I was just out. I still do have some damage in my right lung. It's not completely functioning at 100%. It's at 80%. And my acupuncturist found it. And he's like, what's wrong with your lung? I'm like, I had COVID and it was in the right lung. And he's like, yeah. So if you think it's not real, it is. So it's nothing to play with. That's why I went and got my shot. And boy, was I sick with that first one. The second one wasn't so bad, but since I had COVID, man, was I sick. So, okay. Yes, my husband is okay. He had his second shot. He knew he needed it. Okay. He had a seizure from the first one. He has a seizure disorder. If he gets overly tired or anything like that, he'll have a seizure. Well, like a dummy, he went to work after he got a shot. Well, it was his own fault in a way. I yelled at him. I said, just park it. Just park it. And he wouldn't. You know, that's something that us Americans are learning, that we're working too hard for who? Sure ain't for us, is it? Working for billionaires. Now he's slowing his life down a little, and I'm yelling at him about it. So, okay. I'm trying to get to all your questions. So if I don't get to you, yeah, okay. Okay. And because the feed is going so fast, because I've got probably a few hundred people on here. Okay. All right, hold on. JD, hi JD. You know what, JD, do I know you from high school? Because she's got Lana, you just don't even know. It's a joke from way back when I was 18 years old. Okay, you recommend getting the vaccine? Yes. 1 to 2 average costs for homes in wow. I heard that San Diego and San Francisco were horrible. Well, there's a max exodus leaving California. Whenever anybody calls me for a reading, 90% are leaving California. Well, I'm leaving California and I'm going to Texas. I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Arizona, and it's cheaper to live there and blah, blah, blah. I say, you guys, in the next 20 years, you're all moving north. You know why? Because the temperatures are going to be so hot down south, you're going to have to come north. That is my prediction. I'm sticking to that one. That's why I'm situated where I am. I can't take hot temperatures. I'm going to be going, actually, I'll be going live, I own property in Florida, in Fort Myers. I share it with my mother-in-law. In 2 weeks, I'm going to be down there for 2 weeks, down in Florida, down in Fort Myers, Punta Gorda, North Fort Myers. Okay. So let's get back to this. It could be it could be Mother Mary. You know what, Karen? I think it is. I really truly think the person talked to me might be Mother Mary, because they've described to me she wears a blue cloak with very blue like colored eyes, and a long dark hair, and a blue cloak that she wraps around her head. I don't know who it is. I just know that that's who comes to me, and I just write down what she says. That's all I'm doing. Oh, and so far I haven't been off too much. So, all right. So I'm blessed to have that. Because it's not me. I might not, trust me. I'm just an ordinary person that gets visited. So, okay. Let's go and see what we've got here. Okay, 35. Okay, I got more. Sorry, you guys on TikTok. Do you think we will have another lockdown? Yes, I already said that. We are going to have another lockdown, I predict. But I want to say that it's schools or something. It's something to do in October, November. There's something going on already. I'm talking about the United States, by the way, since I'm all around the world right now. And I do something in Australia. I want to, for some reason, I connect a lot to Australia, and I talk to a lot of Australian people. There's something going on with you too. There might be some type of lockdown or mask mandate, or there's something coming. Be prepared. Okay. Starstruck. Will you fail in life? Of course not. Even the fact, okay, I'm going to tell you something. That kind of question is on your attitude. Will you fail in life? Of course you're not. The fact that you're asking that question means you're not going to. Because if you were failing, you wouldn't even realize you're failing. Does that make sense? Just think about what I just said. Okay. All right. Will my in-laws be able to become U.S. citizens? Yes, in about a year and a half. See me grow in about a year and a half, dear. Okay. Retake my permit. Desiree, when is it time for you to retake your permit? I say fall. October, September, October. I think that's when it makes sense. Is my future partner at work? I'm interested in somebody. Yeah, you'll be dating somebody. Yes, you'll be dating somebody at work for a while. It's one of those that it's up to you if you want to pursue somebody else. I feel like, I know this is crazy, you might get a little bored by him. I just feel that. So, because I think there might be somebody else, but yeah, you'll be seeing somebody from your work for a while. Okay. Let's see. Yes, October 21st. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kimberly. I will light you a candle. Will I find a place in 3 months? Less than that, dear. There's a place coming. It'll just be a room. And I don't know what that means, but it's not a very big space. It's basically a big room. So it's not like a shelter, but it's something, it's like a room in a house or something. So keep looking, it's there. You'll be okay. I'll light you a candle, okay? Is it because he just doesn't love me anymore? Has he been seeing somebody? Because I think he is. Now, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. He just doesn't love you anymore. I'm going to tell you, love never stops. Love never stops. I'm wise enough, 54 years old, that he never loved you in the first place. If he really truly loved you and he wanted to split, he would be amicable. There's different reasons why people do split, even if they love each other. But love never dies. So I want anybody that says, I just don't love you anymore, I'm leaving. You never loved them to begin with. Okay. All right. Let's see. We've got, time is it? I got 4 more minutes. Okay. When do you see me getting the forensic scientist? Oh, Jane. I know who this is. You guys, I all know you. And by the way, if you call me a lot, I put you on speed dial. So when you do call me to make an appointment, I see it pop up and it pops up with your name. So then I'm like, oh, I know who's calling. So yeah, so I end up becoming part of your chart because I end up kind of becoming a friend, sort of. I'm like, oh, I remember. And yeah. Wait it out. It's coming. It's coming, Jane. I think still in the spring. Did I tell you the spring before? Because I think it is. Okay. Hi, Roxanne. She's new. How are you? Penny Joe. Oh, that's an interesting name. Will my husband pass his test in July 19th? When will he get a new job? He will get, okay, he'll pass his test, but why won't we hear until like August or September? You won't hear for a while that he passed it. But he did, and he barely passed it, but he did pass. Okay. I'm vaccinated. Yep, me too. Yep. I know I want the pandemic over too, but you have to think about the little ones now. The little ones are getting this Delta and they're getting really sick. And my children, all of my grandchildren have had COVID already because my husband bought it to all of us on Christmas. It was a joy. So yeah, yay. Oh, thank you. Somebody just donated me something. Thank you. Okay. If anybody that wants to donate me, remember that the money goes for me to make my healing center. And I'm feeding rescued animals. And if anybody's ever seen my farm, I've got 4 horses, 5 goats, 30 chickens. I used to have rabbits. I don't have any more rabbits. I got just my 1 cat, my 2 dogs. Those are mine. Those are my pets. But I've rescued the animals, and I Yeah, they're expensive. So yeah. Anyway, but thank you for anybody donating me anything. It's in you can paypal.me at Enchanted Sky. So anything you want, it goes right to feeding the animals. So because people don't realize horses are expensive, very. The hay is expensive because we've been having a drought, but now we got rain, so thank God. Okay. Is my native grandfather one of your guides? You better believe it. You do, Mary Jane. You do have a Native American. He's dark. He looks part Spanish, but he might be Native American. But his hair isn't long. It's little. It's cut shorter when it's kind of salt and peppery. Dark, really dark eyes, like black. His eyes are like dark. Okay. Leona, hi. I miss you on Keen. True Blue, I'm going back on Keen. You guys don't know, I am on Keen. Now, Keen takes half of what I charge, so I have to charge more. But it's cheaper to book with me. But I do go on Keen, and I'm sorry I haven't been on there because I've just been so busy. So I've been really busy. I'm getting ready. I'm launching a new product line of sweatshirts, the tie-dye sweatshirts I wear all the time. And I'm doing classes, and I'm downloading, and I'm teaching them, and they're going to be appearing on my and for like, you could buy like one class for like $30, and it's like an hour class, hour and a half class, and you can like do it online at your own convenience. So it's taking me a while. I've also got a coloring book coming out. Look at you guys here. Look at, I got coloring books. If you notice that they're like tarot symbols and stuff. Look. And I actually, because somebody requested these, and you know what these are? When I've taught for 30 years, and the kids would get bored when they were done with my artwork. So I would quick draw something up for them to color. And that's all these are. So, and people are like, why haven't you published that? I've gotten it to like 10 people, and I'll buy one. So this one's called tarot. See, look at tarot symbols. This is meditation symbols. See, look at the tarot symbols on there. So yeah. So that's coming out too. That's why I'm so busy. There's a lot going on with me. So, okay. Yes, always me. Will I have success with starting my own business? You better believe you will. Yes, you will. But you're going to lose your patience. Yeah, at about 6 to 9 months, when it's not doing as well as you want, hold on. It's going to take about a year and a half, like any normal business, to really start to take off. This has been taking me 2 years to get where I'm at. You guys know I've been on YouTube now for 2 years. So it's taken me a while to get here. So, and I tell people I've got like 1 million live watchers on my podcast. People don't believe me. And I'm like, it's true. I do. So, because I've got on so many social medias. So, okay. I'm going to take a couple more questions. Other than that, you guys schedule one question with me. I've got all kinds of openings. I purposely opened everything. And when I'm not on there, I'll be on Keen. So I'll be live there. So if you just got a question, you see me online, you can book me on there. Okay. When will I find another job? Desiree, my last job, her last job, fire. When will you find another job? Because I'm confused about that. Desiree. Oh, your mom. Okay, hold on. She's got to heal from, Desiree, she has to heal from that. It'll take about 6 weeks to heal. She needs downtime. And if she has to stay in bed where there's no stimulation at all for about 6 weeks before she even looks. But yes, it'll be about 3 months total. She'll find something. Okay. Might not be what she wants, but it'll be something. Okay. 2 more questions. After that, I'm sorry I can't get to all you guys because I got a lot of people in here. So, okay. Am you working at the right company? No, you're not. Kim Marie, you're not. I don't understand that. You need to be looking for something better. You deserve better. That is the message to you. Some of you guys are asking way too vague of questions. It's got to be real specific because I've got so much energy going and I'm on 3 platforms right now. So yeah, so between all of it, like there's like a couple thousand people. So, okay. Did you see me getting any news about the jobs I'm waiting back on? Oh, Darius. Hi, Darius. Darius, yeah. In about 3 days. There's some type of message in 3 days. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I feel like there's an email coming to you. Okay. One more question. All right. Thank you, Lana. Have a great evening. Great. Thanks, Mary Jane. Farid, that's a new person. Hi, a new subscriber. What would you say about Zenit's feelings towards me? He'd like to know you better, but he's very cautious because I think he's been hurt a lot, Farid. So take him with, you know what it means to take somebody with kid gloves? Kid gloves means they used to make really, really nice gloves out of baby goats. I know it sounds bad because I've got baby goats, but that's why to take something with kid gloves means to be careful with it because they're real expensive. So that's why be careful with the kid, like it's an expression. So be careful like kid gloves. Okay. All right. I'm going to go, you guys, because my nose is starting to stuff up. But book with me. If you haven't hit TikTok, if you haven't hit my YouTube, hit my YouTube. If you haven't hit my TikTok, tick my TikTok. If you haven't hit my Facebook, hit my Facebook. You guys are going to start getting, as you book with me, start getting coupons that'll be coming across if you've booked already, where you get 40 and 50% off. That's another thing. Do you see how busy I am? It's like gotten crazy. So, and I'm still looking for a professional assistant. I lost my assistant. She had a baby. So I'm looking for somebody that this has gotten nuts. So in a good way though. So blessings to all you guys. I'm going to be ending this. Okay. And, I will also let you know what I'm doing with that house clearing that I'm working on, because I'll have to just fill you in with what's really going on, because there's a lot more to the story. So be watching me. Okay. Blessings, all you guys. Okay.